That was powerful. And I would recommend to everyone in the audience to go watch the entirety of the documentary.
It's free until June 21st on PBS YouTube, and the Passport app.
Thank you for filling that in. Yeah, but you've got to watch the whole thing. I live very close to one of the New York State family, and I looked them up. So thank you for going up there, and thank you for all the work that you did. But one of the things that you miss in the clip that you see in the documentary is the cross. And
the Bible crosses.
Yeah, talk about it.
So it wasn't until 2016 that one of the Gold Star mothers attempted suicide, and that's when I felt selfish in my own struggles, and I felt like I needed to do something for her. So I reached out to a guy, but I wanted it to be something different. I wanted it to be something unique, and I had no chainsaw carving experience outside of that. I mean, just cutting firewood with a chainsaw. But so I reached out to a guy, and him and I did the first one together, and then I delivered it to Teresa Granger on the 5th anniversary of Robert's death on July 12th, 2016. So from that point, I said, well, there's 16 other families, so I need to do it for all of them, and that's when it just took just under 3 years. But it just came from, I wanted to do something different and unique. That's really where that idea came from. And it's like, it's something they can see and touch, and it takes time, it takes effort. You know, it's a lot of work to do one carving. You gotta source the wood, you gotta do it, you gotta deliver it, you know. So it came from, I want to do something different for the families.
It's, again, there's a lot of reasons to watch the full documentary. One of the big reasons is you just have to see the artwork. It's art. What you did is beautiful. For those of us who are in the military who've been there and seen them up close, you just never forget it, and it's embedded forever. How did you get this to PBS? You talked a little bit about all of the film festivals, but
yeah, like I said, we really thought that we had a great film. Like, and again, I mean that humbly. Like, we watched it, we go, we did something special here. This is important. It needs to be seen. I think this is going to land. I've been a filmmaker for 25 years, and I've done other things that, you know, I said, yeah, it was pretty good, but I understand why they didn't want it. You know, I get it. I saw this, and I told him before, like, yeah, this will get into Sundance. This will get into South by. It has to get into Doc NYC. No, it doesn't. You know, they don't have to take your movie. They don't owe you anything. I have a friend, Marshall Curry. He's an Academy Award-winning filmmaker, and he's a friend of mine. And I sent it to him, and I think behind my back, he sent it to Lois Boston at ITBS, and she wrote me and said, saw your movie, and she had showed it to a friend that had lost a son. Not a combat death, but had lost a son, and he said that it was the first time that he felt anyone understood what his grief was like. Everyone was telling him how he was supposed to be feeling and how he was supposed to heal, but none of them actually understood it until he saw our movie. And Lois said that, okay, that's powerful if someone that's not even combat death can connect to that telling of grief and how to heal from it. We would like to put out your movie. And so, you know, we didn't see this movie being on PBS. We really thought it was going to go to Sundance and we'd get a big deal at Netflix or HBO or something like that. But we were happy because Anthony and I, after we thought about it, we got into an RV and traveled across America, sleeping in Walmart parking lots, you know, in the middle of winter. Which, by the way, if you plan on doing an RV trip, all those places are closed in the winter. So you're not going to be able to, like, flush your toilet or anything.